And just to bring you up to speed or to inform you, the late General Francis Omondi Ogolla, MGH, ABS, was the chief of the Kenya Defence Forces, and he joined the Kenya Defence Forces on 24th April 1984. He was appointed the Chief of the Defence Forces on the 28th of April 2023, assuming officially the position of CDF, and was later sworn in an investiture of ranks ceremony that was held on Saturday, the 29th of April 2023 at State House, Nairobi. Now, prior to this appointment, the late General Francis Omondi Ogolla was the Vice Chief of the Kenya Defence Forces. On your screens is his profile as well. The late General Francis Omondi Ogolla joined the Defence Forces, the KDF, on 24th April 1984 and was commissioned as Second Lieutenant on 6th May 1985 and posted to Kenya Air Force. He trained as a fighter pilot with USAF and as an instructor pilot at the Kenya Air Force, that is KAF. He also trained in other fields, including imagery intelligence, counterterrorism, and accident investigation. General Francis Omondi Ogolla is a graduate of École Militaire de Paris and National Defence College of Kenya. He holds a diploma in both international studies and military science from Egerton University, a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Armed Conflict and Peace Studies First Class Honours, and a Masters of Arts in International Studies from the University of Nairobi. He rose through the ranks to become a Major General and appointed the Commander of the Kenya Air Force on 15th July 2018, a position and a post he served for 3 years. Previously, he has held various appointments in training, command and staff, including Deputy Commander Kenya Air Force, Base Commander Laikipia Air Base, Commanding Officer of Tactical Fighter Wing, Chief Flying Instructor at Kenya Air Force Flying Training School and Operations Desk at the Kenya Air Force Headquarters. He also served in the former Yugoslavia as an observer and military information officer from 1992 to 1993, as chairman of Military Christian Fellowship from 1994 to 2004, and co-chair of Association of African Air Chiefs between 2018 to 2019. He was married to Eileen, and the two were blessed with 2 children and a grandson. The hobbies of the fallen general include reading and playing golf. In the words of Byron Pulsifier, the joy of retirement comes with those that everyday pursuits embrace the joy of life, and the nation gathers to deliver and to mourn the fallen general, the chief of the Kenya Defence Forces, the late General Francis Omondi Ogolla. He also was said to be an avid reader and a golf enthusiast. In 2010, he was inducted into the National Defence College Hall of Fame and hailed as a formidable achiever for initiating several major modernization programs aimed at transforming the Kenya Air Force into a modern force that is competitive with other modern air forces all over the world. In addition, he is said to have transformed the Kenya Air Force through reorganization, posture, modernization programs, and welfare systems. This is the story of General Francis Omondi Ogolla, who rose to the position of General Francis Omondi Ogolla, who rose to the position of the Chief of the Defence Forces. Now, it would interest you to know that General Francis Ogolla was trained in the same institution that trained Napoleon Bonaparte, an academy for trainee officers from noble families, but without strong financial backgrounds. Ogolla holds a diploma in both international studies and military science from Egerton University, a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Armed Conflict and Peace Studies, First Class Honours, and a Master of Arts in International Studies from the University of Nairobi. Among other ranks and positions he has held include training, command and staff, including Deputy Commander Kenya Air Force, Base Commander Laikipia Air Base, Commanding Officer of Tactical Fighter Wing, Chief Flying Instructor at Kenya Air Force Flying Training School, and Operations Desk Officer at Kenya Air Force Headquarters. Ogolla was well placed in line to be the Chief of the Defense Forces, a position that is rotated among the three services, that is the Kenya Army, the Kenya Navy, and the Kenya Air Force. The position had already rotated amongst the Navy and the Kenya Army, that is by General Kiboshi, who is his immediate predecessor. Before him was General Samson Mwathethe, who was from the Kenya Navy. General Kiboshi was from the Kenya Army. Now, he was a military leader born, of course, in Kenya and earned accolades not only in Kenya, but also globally. The late General Francis Ogolla is a man who was regarded by his peers as a soft-spoken man, and he commanded various military operations, served in peacekeeping missions, specialized in counter-insurgency tactics, rose through ranks due to merit, advocated for modernization of armed forces, respected for leadership and discipline, often consulted for military strategy, recognized for contributions to national security. He also received awards of valor and service, and he was also known for integrity and professionalism. That is the late General Francis Omondi Ogolla, who has died on this Thursday, the 18th of April 2024. And he was just about a week or two shy of fulfilling or marking a full year as the Chief of the Defense Forces of the Republic of Kenya. That is CDF, a position he was formally appointed to on 28th April 2023 and later sworn in an investiture ceremony at State House, Nairobi on 29th April 2023. Now, there is a lot that the general will be remembered for, and under his tenure, we did see that the Kenya Defense Forces was deployed to various countries, notably, especially to the Democratic Republic of the Congo, for a peacekeeping mission, especially following the invasion or the influx of the M23, or as the Congolese call them, M23. Now, that is among his achievements, and he was also very keen to ensure that this is among the positions, or rather among the successes that he was able to achieve, especially in his service as a chief of the defense forces. Now, less than 2 months after Ogolla took command, the KDF was rocked by Al-Shabaab attacks in the coastal areas and the northern frontier district that killed 12 people, including 6 soldiers. The incidents occurred as the KDF was building 14 forward operating bases along the Somali border. The bases will host or continue to host retreating troops serving in ATMIS. He has also been keen to ensure that confronting Somalia-based Al-Shabaab were among his major objectives. The KDF, under the tenure of General Francis Omondi Ogolla, was also deployed. The KDF also deployed troops in the Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo, DRC, and was tasked with addressing banditry and cattle rustling in northwest Kenya near the South Sudan border. These are just some of the achievements of the fallen general, that is General Francis Omondi Ogolla. Now, he is the first general to die in office, the first chief of the Defense Forces, CDF, to die in office. And it is, of course, has serious implications, or rather it has important significance, especially his death, not only in the country, but also in military organization and reorganization. Remember, he was the chief of the Defense Forces, CDF. And just to tell you that he joined the Kenya Defense Forces on 24th April 1984 and was commissioned as second lieutenant on May 6, 1985. And posted to Kenya Air Force. He is trained as a fighter pilot with the U.S. Air Force, that is USAF, and as an instructor pilot at the Kenya Air Force, KAF, of course, the blue regiment color. That is a significant color that is adorned by the members of the Kenya Air Force, the force where the late general came from and has steered the Kenya Defense Forces. He is a graduate of École Militaire de Paris, that is the military school, Paris Military School, and National Defense College of Kenya.